Have you ever felt like your light is so radiant it disrupts the shadows around you? Like your very presence stirs emotions in others, some drawn to you, but others desperate to dim your glow? If this resonates, it's no coincidence you're here. You're not ordinary. You are chosen. Your life carries a divine purpose, a mission that only you can fulfill. You are part of a sacred calling to bring light where there's darkness and hope where despair threatens to reign. But with such a powerful mission comes resistance, forces that seek to extinguish your flame. It's no accident you feel the weight of the world pressing on your shoulders. You've been targeted not because you're weak, but because your light is strong. Even the Bible reminds us in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world." A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Your light cannot and will not go unnoticed. It shines too brightly. But how do you protect that light? How do you strengthen it against the relentless forces trying to snuff it out? Today, we will dive deep into the spiritual tools and wisdom you need to safeguard your energy and fulfill your mission. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand the purpose behind your struggles, but you'll stand equipped to shield your light, rise above the shadows, and embrace your divine calling with unshakable confidence. You were chosen for this moment. Let's step into it together. Your light wasn't given to you by chance. It was placed within you with a purpose, a divine mission to illuminate paths for others, heal wounds, and inspire faith. But with every great calling comes opposition. The brighter your light, the more attention it draws, not just from those who admire it, but from forces determined to extinguish it. God has called you for something greater than yourself. Just as Jeremiah was told, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." Jeremiah 1:5. You too were set apart for something extraordinary. Your very existence is evidence that the world needs your light. Every trial you've faced, every heartbreak you've endured, every moment of doubt you've battled, it was all part of preparing you for the mission you are destined to fulfill. You might wonder, if I'm chosen, why is my path so hard? The answer is simple. Light disrupts darkness. Your radiance unsettles forces that thrive in the shadows. Think of Jesus, whose mission was pure light and love. Yet, he was betrayed, ridiculed, and crucified. Why? Because darkness cannot comprehend or coexist with light, and it will fight to survive. Your journey is no different. Whether it's envy from others, unseen forces draining your energy, or circumstances designed to make you doubt yourself, these struggles are not signs of failure. They are proof of your divine impact. The enemy only attacks what threatens it. Spiritual attacks often manifest in ways that are subtle and insidious. Have you ever felt a sudden, unexplainable heaviness, as if the very air was pressing against you? Have you encountered people whose words seem crafted to cut deeply, to make you question your worth? These are not random occurrences. They are deliberate attempts to weaken your spirit and divert you from your calling. Manipulative people, toxic environments, and internal struggles like anxiety and self-doubt are all tools the shadows use to dim your light. But understanding this isn't meant to create fear. It's meant to empower you. Imagine a warrior walking into battle without knowing who the enemy is. They would be defenseless. The same is true for spiritual battles. Recognizing how darkness operates is the first step to standing firm against it. The Bible reminds us in Ephesians 6:12, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." What you're facing isn't just physical, it's spiritual. The fatigue, the tension, the doubt, they are weapons aimed at your purpose. But here is the truth you must hold on to. Every attack is proof that your light matters. It matters so much that forces of darkness will go to great lengths to suppress it. Yet, no matter how strong the attacks may seem, they cannot succeed unless you let them. God has already declared this in Isaiah 54:17. "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." That is the promise. You are not alone in this fight. Each challenge you face is an invitation to draw closer to God, to strengthen your resolve, and to shine even brighter. Every time you rise after being knocked down, you grow stronger, more equipped for your mission. The enemy may try, but it cannot extinguish the light that was divinely placed within you. Now that you recognize the nature of these struggles, the next step is learning how to identify the hidden enemies on your spiritual path. Let's bring those forces into the light where they cannot hide. The battles you face as a chosen one aren't always obvious. Some enemies announce themselves loudly, while others operate in the shadows, subtle and deceptive. These hidden forces can be the most dangerous because they work quietly to drain your light, shift your focus, and lead you away from your divine purpose. To walk your path with strength, you must learn to recognize them for what they are. Not all attacks come from outside forces. Sometimes, the most insidious enemies are the thoughts, habits, and patterns within us that align with darkness without us even realizing it. The Bible warns us in 1 Peter 5:8, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. That roaring lion doesn't always come charging. It often sneaks in, disguising itself in ways that seem harmless at first." Have you ever noticed how criticism can linger in your mind, echoing long after it was spoken? Words meant to tear you down can seed doubt, making you question your abilities and purpose. But it's not just what others say, it's what we allow ourselves to believe. The enemy knows that if it can plant a lie in your heart, it can make you turn against yourself. You might start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough, or what if I'm not really chosen? These whispers of doubt can be louder than any external attack. Another way these hidden forces operate is through people who seem to enter your life by chance but carry an agenda that's anything but divine. These are the manipulators, the ones who prey on your kindness, your empathy, and your desire to help. They don't come with horns or fire, they come disguised as friends, partners, or even mentors. At first, they might even uplift you, but over time, their true nature reveals itself. You feel drained, confused, and disconnected from your mission after interacting with them. That's no coincidence. It's a calculated attack on your spirit. Then there are the environments that sap your energy without you realizing it. Have you ever walked into a place and felt a heaviness settle over you, like a weight pressing down on your shoulders? Certain spaces hold negative energy, either from the people who occupy them or from spiritual forces that linger. These environments are traps, designed to pull you into a state of despair or distraction. Even your emotions can be a battlefield. Sudden waves of exhaustion, unexplainable anxiety, or feelings of being lost can all be signs of spiritual interference. It's easy to dismiss these as random or normal, but when you're on a divine mission, nothing is random. These moments are opportunities for the enemy to exploit your vulnerability and weaken your resolve. So, how do you protect yourself? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with certain people or spending time in certain places. If you leave a conversation or environment feeling drained, heavy, or uncertain about your purpose, that's a sign. Your spirit is speaking to you, urging you to take note of what's pulling you away from your light. Meditation and prayer are powerful tools for discernment. When you quiet your mind and connect with God, you can hear His guidance more clearly. Jesus often retreated to pray in solitude, not because he needed to escape, but because he understood the importance of renewing his spirit and staying aligned with his mission. Take time each day to sit in stillness, allowing the divine to reveal what's truly happening in your life. Your intuition is another gift God has given you to navigate these challenges. That gut feeling, that nudge in your heart, it's not random. It's a divine signal pointing you toward or away from something. Trust it. When you feel uneasy about someone or something, don't dismiss it. That discomfort is often God's way of protecting you from harm. Finally, remember that you are never alone in this fight. Angels, guides, and divine forces are constantly working on your behalf, even when you can't see them. Psalm 91, 11 promises, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Call on them for guidance and protection when you feel overwhelmed. Speak with faith, declaring that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Every hidden enemy you face is an opportunity to grow stronger and more aligned with your purpose. By recognizing these forces and responding with spiritual wisdom, you take back the power they tried to steal. Your light is meant to shine, and no darkness, no matter how clever or concealed, can ever extinguish it. With this awareness, it's time to take action. Let's dive into the tools and practices you can use to protect your energy and keep your light burning brightly. The strength of your light depends on your ability to protect it. Like a flame flickering in the wind, your light is vulnerable to the forces trying to extinguish it if you don't shield it. But here's the truth. God has given you everything you need to stand firm. Guard your energy and let your light shine without fear. It starts with understanding that your energy is sacred. You can't allow just anyone or anything to have access to it. Think of your light as a precious treasure. Would you leave a treasure unguarded, letting anyone walk in and take it? Of course not. Yet every time you let negative people, toxic environments, or even your own doubts invade your spirit, you're leaving that treasure unprotected. One of the most powerful ways to guard your light is through visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by a shield of divine light. See it encasing your body, glowing with strength and warmth. This shield isn't just a mental exercise, it's a spiritual armor. Visualize it growing brighter and stronger with every breath you take. This light is your connection to God, your reminder that you are never truly alone. As Ephesians 6:10-11 says, "Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power." Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Another layer of protection comes from your connection with divine forces. Angels and spiritual guides are constantly working on your behalf, but they need you to invite them in. Prayer is your bridge to this divine protection. When you pray, you aren't just speaking words, you are calling on heavenly forces to shield you. A simple yet powerful prayer to protect your energy might sound like this: Lord, surround me with your light. Let no harm come near me, and guide my steps in your purpose. When spoken with faith, these words have the power to repel darkness and renew your strength. Sometimes, the weight of negativity builds up over time, and that's when spiritual cleansing becomes necessary. Think of it like cleaning a house. You wouldn't let dust and dirt pile up for months without addressing it. Your spirit is no different. Cleansing rituals can be simple yet profound. For example, you can use a prayer like this: In the name of Jesus, I release all negative energy and darkness that has attached itself to me. I claim my freedom and light through God's power. These words, combined with your faith, create a release that leaves you lighter and more aligned with your purpose. The act of silence is another weapon in your spiritual arsenal. In today's noisy world, it's easy to lose touch with your inner guidance. But when you step away from the noise, you create space for God's voice to reach you. Jesus himself often withdrew to quiet places to pray and find strength. Silence isn't just an absence of noise, it's a powerful act of surrender. It's saying, Lord, I'm listening, show me the way. Even just a few moments of stillness each day can restore your energy and bring clarity to your mission. Affirmations also play a crucial role in protecting and fortifying your light. Your words have power, and when you speak life over yourself, you declare truth over the lies trying to infiltrate your spirit. Repeat affirmations like these daily. My light is divinely protected, and no darkness can overcome it. I am chosen, guided, and strengthened by God. My energy is sacred, and I guard it with wisdom and love. These affirmations are more than just words. They are declarations of your faith and your commitment to walking in your divine purpose. They remind you of who you are and the power that resides within you. Practical rituals can also help you stay grounded and connected to your spiritual energy. For example, at the start of each day, light a candle and pray, asking God to bless and protect your light as you go about your tasks. At the end of the day, spend a moment reflecting and releasing anything that weighed you down. Say, Lord, I release today's burdens into your hands. Fill me with peace as I rest. Above all, remember that protection doesn't mean isolation. You are called to shine your light in the world, not to hide it away. However, shining doesn't mean overextending yourself to the point of exhaustion. Guarding your energy allows you to give from a place of abundance rather than depletion. It ensures that your light burns steadily, illuminating not just your path, but also the paths of those around you. As you strengthen your shield, connect with divine guidance, and cleanse your spirit, you'll find yourself standing firmer in your purpose. No longer will the attacks of darkness shake you. Instead, you'll move forward with confidence, knowing that your light is untouchable. Now that your light is protected, it's time to focus on strengthening it. Let's dive into how you can fortify your inner flame and align with your mission as a chosen one. Protecting your light is only the beginning. To fulfill your mission as a chosen one, your light must grow stronger, brighter, and more resilient. The challenges you've faced weren't meant to destroy you. They were designed to refine you, just as fire purifies gold. Now is the time to rise, embrace your calling, and let your light become a beacon for others. The first step in reinforcing your light is fully accepting your identity as a chosen one. This isn't arrogance or pride, it's stepping into the truth of who God created you to be. Too often, chosen ones doubt their worth, believing that their mistakes, flaws, or fears disqualify them. But God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. Look at Moses, who doubted his ability to lead, or David, the shepherd boy overlooked by his own family. God doesn't see what the world sees. He sees the heart. He sees yours, and He knows it's exactly what is needed for the mission He's placed before you. Strengthening your faith in your mission is crucial. Faith is the fuel that keeps your light burning, especially when the road feels dark or uncertain. This kind of faith isn't passive, it's active, requiring daily commitment. Make time every day to connect with God. Start your mornings in prayer, asking for guidance and strength. Meditate on His promises like Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. These words aren't just for ancient times, they're for you here and now. The world will try to dim your light by filling your days with distractions, chaos, and negativity. To combat this, you must prioritize activities that align with your purpose. Spend time reflecting on what truly nourishes your spirit. Is it helping others? Creating something beautiful? Sharing wisdom? Whatever it is, make it a part of your daily life. When you align with your purpose, your light grows naturally, like a fire fed by steady oxygen. Resilience is another key to strengthening your light. Challenges will come, but each one is an opportunity to grow stronger. When doubts arise, when others question your worth, or when circumstances seem to conspire against you, remember this truth. Your mission is greater than any obstacle. The Bible is filled with stories of perseverance, like Joseph, who went from being betrayed by his brothers to ruling over Egypt because he trusted in God's plan. Trust that your trials are not meant to break you. They're preparing you for something greater. Another way to strengthen your light is by maintaining balance. The enemy will often attack when you're worn down, overwhelmed, or disconnected. Guard against this by keeping your physical, emotional, and spiritual health in alignment. Rest when you need it. Seek joy in the simple things. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. When your life is balanced, your light shines steadily, no matter what storms come your way. Sharing your light with others is also a powerful way to reinforce it. Your mission isn't just about you. It's about the lives you're meant to touch. Think of the ripple effect. One small act of kindness, one word of encouragement, one moment of authenticity can inspire someone else to shine their light. As Jesus said in Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Don't underestimate the impact of your light. Even when you can't see it, know that you are planting seeds that will grow in ways you may never fully understand. Lastly, remain anchored in your divine connection. Regularly seek God's guidance, not just when you feel lost, but even in times of clarity and strength. Let His wisdom direct your steps. The closer you stay to Him, the brighter your light will shine. He is the source of your strength, your peace, and your purpose. When the storms of life rage, He is your refuge, as Psalm 46:1 reminds us. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Your light is not just for you, it's a gift to the world. Strengthening it means embracing who you are, aligning with your purpose, and trusting the divine plan for your life. Each step you take, each battle you overcome, and each moment you choose to shine brings you closer to fulfilling your mission. Now that your light is burning brighter, let's bring it all together. In the final chapter, we'll recap the journey, leaving you with a powerful message of hope and a call to action as you continue your path as one of God's chosen. You've come a long way on this journey. Step by step, we've uncovered the truth of your identity, your mission, and the battles you face. But more than that, you've discovered the tools to protect your light, strengthen your spirit, and walk boldly in your divine purpose. Now, it's time to take what you've learned and put it into action. Remember this: you are not here by accident. Everything you've endured, every tear, every trial, every triumph has prepared you for this moment. The battles you face are not a sign of failure, they are a mark of your importance. Darkness does not attack what it doesn't fear. You are feared by the shadows because your light carries the power to transform, to heal, and to inspire. Hold tightly to the truths we've explored. When doubts creep in, remind yourself of who you are. A chosen one, called by name for a purpose only you can fulfill. When negativity surrounds you, put on the spiritual armor we discussed, your shield of divine light, your connection to God, and your unwavering faith in His promises. As Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Your mission is not small, it is monumental, but you don't have to carry it alone. God walks with you, strengthening you every step of the way. Your light, no matter how flickering it may feel in moments of weakness, is a reflection of His infinite power, and that power is unstoppable. As you go forward, let your light shine boldly. Share it without fear, knowing that your story, your struggles, and your victories are all part of a greater purpose. Each time you lift someone's spirit, each time you choose faith over fear, and each time you trust God's plan, you are fulfilling your calling. Let me leave you with a final charge. Let your light so shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. This is your mission. You were chosen to be a beacon in a world desperate for hope and healing. Don't let the shadows intimidate you. Your light is far too powerful for them to prevail. Now is the time to rise. Protect your energy, fortify your spirit. Walk boldly in your mission. The world needs your light. Someone, somewhere, is waiting for you to shine. If this message resonated with you, take the next step. Join a community of others walking this same journey. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Together, our lights are unstoppable. You were chosen for this moment. Step into it with faith, courage, and purpose.